Hello all, welcome to Random Art with Karen, and it's Kraftgali card day. And last week I showed you a card using these two stamp sets. This one from Pink Fresh Studio, which is called Fleur 2. And this one from Paper Smooches, which is their Faith Sampler. So the card I'm going to be doing today, clean and simple. That's just my style. It's also good if you're wanting to create a lot of cards and have a stash, then hopefully you'll have a takeaway from my card today. I start out by doing my die cuts. That's one thing that makes it just very quick and easy. So let me go run this through my die cutting machine, and then I will be right back. Okay, you can see my plate's well loved. I use my die cutting machine a lot. Pretty soon I'm going to have to get a replacement on that. So I'm just going to pull out this beautiful pattern paper and white cardstock. Yeah, I use the washi tape again so that my die doesn't slide and that I'm able to get a good cut there. And then the washi tape will not damage my cardstock at all. Put that off to the side. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my vase and I'm going to stamp it just on a scrap sheet of paper because I'm going to create a template. You don't have to be real specific about this because we're going to be cutting on it. Just cut around. And when I cut, I turn my paper and not the scissors. It just seems to work better for me. When you do create your templates, I will save them. I will slide them in the little plastic sleeve that my stamp set comes in. So I'll have it available for me next time. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to get my cardstock here and hopefully get this lined up. I am going to secure it with some washi tape to find the center. Peek in here. If it's off center, we're going to make it work somehow. Okay. Do that right there. Now I'm going to get this little flower from this floor set from Pink Fresh Studio. I'm going to use this flower here and some gray ink. And there's my gray ink. And put it on my acrylic block. Have you figured out where we're headed yet? And just randomly start stamping within my image there. Bring this a little closer. Of course, I'm using gray. Sometimes I just like it. It just makes an elegant card. I'm going to add a little pink to it, as you can tell, because I used that pattern paper that had some pink in it. You know, in my last video, I was talking about never underestimate the impact that your handmade cards have on the people that receive them. My husband's mother lives out of state. And when we've gone to visit her, she pulls out this box where she has kept every card I have ever sent to her. And that is just so flattering. Get that here. All right. I also like to make sure I sort of kind of get around the edges too, so that I'm defining my vase. Okay. Well, looky what we got there. It's a vase. Now, if you want to, you could go ahead and stamp in black and do the outline. That's up to you. I'm going to leave it as it is right now. Let me put the top on my ink pad. Now, this other part I cut out, I'm going to put there. Pull me off some more washi to secure that so it doesn't slide. So I'm going to stamp some flowers in my vase. And I don't want my stems to get on my vase part. All right, so I'm going to use this flower, and I'm going to continue stamping in the gray. Make sure I get a good inking. And got the stem like it's coming from the vase. And if you saw my last video too, I showed where with these polymer stamps you can manipulate that stem a bit if you want to. If you wanted to give it a little curve. I think I'm going to do one more. Oh, you see what happened? Oops, that's all right. We're going to make it work. We'll make it work. Want another one hanging right out there. Okay. Let's see what we got. Yes! There you go. I'm going to be putting a little, the sentiment there, so we're going to be okay. But yeah, learn from my mistakes. I'm going to add a little color using a Copic marker R21. And I've talked about color therapy before. It's very calming. I was talking to my doctor the other day. Actually, I was asking him about, is it pronounced Reiki? Because a friend of mine had suggested that. And he said, anytime you can quiet your mind for 15 minutes, it's very healthful and helpful to your mind and body. And so I feel like coloring does that for me. It quiets my mind. I'm just thinking, try to stay in the lines. So I think that's why now, these adult coloring books are so popular, because people have found the benefits of it. Just quieting your mind. So I'm using alcohol markers. You can use markers that you have. You can use colored pencils. Watercolor would be really pretty on this. Just whatever you have. Okay, I believe I got it all colored in. Now I need to get my other pieces assembled. So, yeah, that blends beautifully with that paper, I think. And then I'm going to be putting it then on a gray card, like that. So I need to get my sentiment. This is why I die cut this little thing, and look, it's going to go right there. So it's going to cover my little boo-boo there. And I'm using the sentiment from this Faith sampler. Again, I'm going to stamp, continue with the gray. Just get good inking. straight down, straight back up. All right, so let's start our assembly. Get my adhesive. Yeah, I frequently use gray ink instead of black, especially if I'm working in some very soft pastels, and I just think it gives some softness and serenity to your card. Get this lined up on my pattern paper. Yeah, again, the beauty of die cuts, everything nests beautifully, and you have your symmetry, and then it also just gives a little extra into your card. And if people aren't familiar with die cuts and they think, oh gosh, look at all the work she did on that card. Kraftgali has a lot of dies. A lot of the stamp sets that they offer have coordinating dies if you like that. Of course, I will be putting their website below in the descriptor so you can shop. Their shipping costs are very affordable. They're very efficient also in getting your order to you. And they do offer our favorite stamp companies. There's Concord and Ninth, Altenew, Hero Arts, Lawn Fawn, Newton's Nook, and then of course I'm using Paper Smooches and Pinkfish Studio. They also have dies, like I said. They also have stencils, offer stencils. I think in February I'm going to play with some stencils if you haven't done that before. Hope you'll check back in February. I really like stencils. Very versatile. Because of course, like I've told you before, I do Bible art, I do planning, and so that's where I use it. And then I'm going to put that there, and you know I didn't bring my adhesive dot with me, but that's what I would use. Yeah, these little squares, I love these. Kraftgali offers these, and I just like the elevation, and it again just adds another fun dimension to your card. And see, I'll be covering that up, so it all worked out. It all worked out okay. I'm going to put that about right there. All right. All right, good people. I hope you liked how that turned out. I hope you got some ideas. Like I said, if you wanted to, you could have stamped in black there. Let me show you one where I did do the outline in black so you can decide if that's what you want to do or not. So on this one, do I have them where you can see them? Yeah. So you see this one, I did do the outline in black. So you decide what you prefer. Again, I hope you got something from this. I always love to show you how you can take one or two stamp sets and do several things. And so like last week, and actually I do have another video on my personal site where I've already used these. So this is the third time I've used this stamp set. And I'm going to be doing them again next week. So go ahead, click the link below so you can go to Kraftgali website, make your purchase, and look at all the other wonderful things they have there. Visit the blog. We have some great designers that have some wonderful inspirational cards for you. Join our Facebook page. As always, I appreciate you checking in with me. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Become a subscriber if you're not already. And I appreciate those of you who already subscribe. Let's do the wave. Bye. Look forward to making some Kraftgali cards with you next Tuesday. Bye.